With girls joining the ranks, Boy Scouts plan a name change. I don't know if you guys realize this, but Boy Scouts now allow girls in the organization. I didn't know that. For 108 years, the Boy Scouts of America's flagship program has been known as the Boy Scouts, with girls soon entering the ranks. The group says that iconic name will change. The organization on Wednesday announced a new name, Scouts BSA. Change will take place in February, next February. So the parent organization will remain the Boy Scouts of America. The program for the older boys and girls will largely be divided along gender lines, with single-sex units pursuing the same types of activities, earning the same array of merit badges, and potentially having the same pathway. Sorbo said that having separate units for boys and girls should alleviate concerns that girls are joining BSA for the first time might be at a disadvantage. So far, more than 3,000 girls have joined. Now, Girl Scout leaders said they were blindsided by the move, and they are gearing up an aggressive campaign to recruit and retain girls as members. So the Girl Scouts say they have about 1.76 million girls and more than 780,000 adult members. And she said relations with the Boy Scouts and her reasons used to be collaborative and are now very chilly. So I guess the organizers of the Girl Scouts organization, they're not a big fan of this because they want to retain what they got going on. Which, guys, quite frankly, knowing that is the case does put me a little bit at ease, because I'm all about breaking down gender norms, and I'm all about inclusion and all that stuff. But, man, could you do it at the expense of losing Girl Scout cookies? That's the question. How woke are you? Are you willing to give up the Thin Mints to break down gender barriers? I don't know if I can. That would be a bummer, wouldn't it? Like, if we lost. Like, well, guys, we're entering a new chapter, and now no more Girl Scout cookies. You just have that shitty kettle popcorn. I'm not a fan of the kettle popcorn the Boy Scouts sell. The Girl Scout cookies, on the other hand, yeah, quite delicious. Right, Lady already pointed this out in the chat, and the big question is, what would they be selling cookies? So you guys are with me here. Yeah, they could totally. I'm sure they're not going to get rid of the cookies, guys. Don't worry. They're not going to get rid of the cookies. And as far as Nicholas, if you're on the chat, let me know. I guess maybe you were a Boy Scout, or maybe you're for this or against this. I don't know. I think it's totally fine. I think it's a cool thing that they're not having gender barriers to. Maybe for whatever reason. And I don't know. I was not a Boy Scout, which should come as a surprise to nobody. I was not a Boy Scout. And I'm not a big fan of the organization in general. I don't really, it's all about God and country and stuff like that. I think there's a little bit of subtle, this is kind of a stutter step towards the military. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the organization as a whole. I mean, I don't know enough about it, admittedly, but what I do know is what usually would hit the news. I was never really attracted to the organization as a kid. If I ever had a child, I would hope my son or daughter would be into other things, personally. That's my personal take. That's my personal principle. And, I've always had an anti-authoritarian bent. I refuse. I have not said the Pledge of Allegiance since I knew what it meant. I've refused to say it for 2 decades now. More than that. I've refused to say the Pledge of Allegiance. Just not my thing. My groupthink, not my thing. So, I mean, it's nice to know, but as far as the organization as a whole, I'm kind of, it's not really something I give much mind to, so. But man, as long as we don't lose those cookies, right?
Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was a clip from Get Your News On with Ron, the world's first viewer-curated streaming news show. What does that mean? That means I log on to a stream and people tweet me articles over on Twitter at Ron Placone, or they use our Reddit subsection, which is just Get Your News On with Ron over on Reddit, And that's how we build the show. I'm seeing all these articles for the first time. We are literally getting our news on together. Follow me on Twitter at Ron Placone so you can participate. And this show streams live every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please do tune in. If you want to support this show, you can do so over on patreon.com/Ron Placone, where for as low as $1 a month, you get access to exclusive podcasts every week, exclusive videos, free tickets to shows when I'm performing in your town, and more for as low as $1 a month. Please do consider it. Thank you so much for your support. This has been Get Your News On with Ron.